this afternoon. This is your buddy George Jones over at the Bergen Gun Range with my next installment on, hey, I got this old used gun. The old used gun I got today is a fairly, well, it's been around for a while. This is the Jerico. Now the Jerico is an Israeli military service pistol. Was designed for the Israelis. They designed it themselves. And it's been around for about 25 years. It was a restricted design for many years before powers that be in Israel decided to go public with the gun and to sell it commercially. At the time they went public with the gun, they've got into a place, thanks to the American government, to where they could not sell Uzis commercially in America anymore. And they had to have something. So the Israeli government is behind it, as well as the importer, the manufacturer, and so forth. And then eventually it became a completely privatized firearm, like you see here. This is one of the newer Jericos. I don't think there is a model number. This is the 941, manufactured in Israel by Israeli Weapons Industry Limited. And it says IWI, US, Middletown, Pennsylvania. And it's got one of these, transvestite barcode things stamped on there. And IMI Israel. Heavy gun? Yeah, it's heavy gun. Let's look at it and see what it feels like. First of all, ergonomically, it feels very good in the hand for a full-size gun. It's got a nice beaver tail on it that well protects your hand from hammer bite. It has a rather square and unusual looking hammer on it, but it has a good gripping surface and you can get it back as a single action gun. It does not have magazines, ambidextrous magazine release, so if you got a right thumb, you're going to have to use it. The controls are very simple and similar to, say, a CZ75 or a Browning High Power. The design is very similar to a CZ75 in that it has internal raceways for the slide and frame matchup. It has a manual safety, which is very good and positive and can be engaged cocked or not cocked. Cocked or uncocked, cocked or cocked and cod locked. It has you find the right magazine for this thing. I got them laying all over. We're doing a magazine video today, and I got magazines laying everywhere. It has a conventional magazine release on the side, which is very pronounced and easy to engage. I'm not going to take the gun apart. It has some interesting attributes internally, but we're not going to talk about them because I'm not going to take the gun apart because YouTube don't like me to take guns apart. Duh. All right, having said all of that, it's got two big cuts of Picatinny up here on the front, where the originals didn't have a Picatinny feature on it at all. Now this Picatinny feature, of course, is steel and is cast and milled into the action. It has a very nice double action pull. It has a very nice single action pull. I'm going to load it, decock it, and start off with single action. I've got a B-21 police silhouette down here at 15 yards, and we're going to give it a whirl and see what the Minute of Mossad looks like on it. Got one up in there. Tilt that guy up a little bit so you can see that gun a little better. You have to show the firearm and shoot it in order to be making firearms content. That's pretty much an unwritten rule, and it does not decock, so you got to let it down manually. Let's go through it. First one on double action. Check out that double action pull. And it's about like my L frame. Short, very short, crisp reset. Wished I'd had this thing in instructor school a couple months ago. Let's try some small steel. Oh, yes, let's try some small steel. Oh, yeah. Let's try something that's really hard with a pistol. And it's still hard. You got to draw down, Alvin. All righty. I don't know how many I put in that paper target, but let's go find out. Let's go down and view my marksmanship excellence, or shame, as the stakes may be. Did you fart? Felt a little breeze come up. That's not too shabby. 1, 2, 3 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 9s. Okay, we got one out in the 7. I shot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's about what I went through. Yeah, pretty good geezer accuracy. A younger, stronger, sharper-eyed man would probably do a little better. Works. I noticed it throwed them spent shells about 150 feet, so extraction doesn't seem to be an issue. Oh, one of our patrons over here at the Bergen Gun Range brought this by for me, and I have like absolutely no idea whatsoever what one of these things costs.
550.
What?
550.
Somewhere in the neighborhood of $550. I'm not allowed to say the exact price, you know. Somewhere in the neighborhood of $550 would be my estimate. Worth it? You darn tootin'. That's a good gun. If you like a good, manly, all steel cannon in your hand, this is the one to be packing. When did Spike Spiegel say he was going to come back and get his gun? All right, folks, joke's over. Like, date, share, commentate, and subscribe. Leave me no $1 in the Patreon bucket if you want to, and if you don't, well, I understand times are hard. God bless everybody. Join the NRA. Nobody else has got a lobby, you know. Be a good cheer and be a good citizen. Check on the old people. Hot weather's here, you know. Not everybody's got air conditioning. I'm that busybody that goes around my little town checking on all the elderly people I know, you know. Just a good thing to do. Call your mom and dad up. Tell them you love them. One day you won't be able to. God bless everybody, and we'll see you when we see you. Bye now.